Okay, so first and foremost, this car is effectively sold out.
Okay.
And they're saying they will not be able to cater to new demand for the next year and a half.
Which means Kia India does not have the ability to tell Kia Korea to get them more cars.
Interestingly, my concern here is not that they are limiting the number of kits that they're getting. And this is something we've seen happen with other cars also. When there's a product which is globally relevant and has big demand in other markets, the smaller markets get deprioritized, right? So the number of units that you can get and all. And this one is coming from Vietnam for India. My issue with this is that this is again coming in the second half of its generation's life cycle. Okay.
Was the last thing also something silly like this?
Correct. So the last one we got in India in
2021, I think.
2019.
19, okay.
Somewhere around there, because I remember when the lockdown happened in 2020, I had just driven the Carnival up from Mumbai to Pune, and it was parked in my house for 2 months because there's nowhere you could go anywhere with it. But it was parked there. So it was, I drove it around then. So maybe it was launched in 2019, something like that. But shortly after that, globally, they went to the 4th gen. So what we're getting right now is the 4th gen facelift.
Okay.
So my concern with this car is that again it's coming in the second half of its life cycle.
It's perfect, no? By the time the last of these Carnivals are delivered a year and a half from now, there will be the incentive for people who waited to buy the updated car.
So that's the thing, right?
How is it a bad thing?
So the people who will probably be waiting for it, and there were so many people waiting for this, and they have, and it's really ridiculous because it just shows how desperate and lacking of options that we are in the market. That today you're willing to buy this car at 63 lakh rupees ex-showroom, which is 70 something lakhs on road. We have really no choice. And Kia has very cleverly gone and placed it there in this price zone where nothing else is there. Right?
No, Vellfire is there now.
So Vellfire is 1.3 crores.
Yeah, and people are still buying that car.
So it's like when I went for the drive.
No, because I was thinking about it, right? So I was thinking about selling off my house and buying a Vellfire instead. And then I realized the Vellfire doesn't have toilets.
Multiple Vellfires.
Then I realized that the Vellfire doesn't have toilets, so I shouldn't do that because the price is roughly the same.
So when I was on the drive,
but does a Vellfire have decent interiors at least?
Arun Chidar was there from CD, and he was just saying like this same conversation: how many Innovas can you buy and all of that. He said people are going on talking about this, that you can buy 2 Innovas for the price of a Carnival. But on this, with the same idea, you can say I can buy 2 Carnivals for the price of a Vellfire. So which is better? Right?
Correct.
So this
is great. This is like one of those Facebook equations that people try to solve, right? 1 orange plus this thing is equal to 24. 1 orange plus 1 banana is equal to 56. What is 3 bananas plus 2? Okay, so you tell us how this equation works, and you tell us where you'd like to fall. If you could buy 1 Innova, or add 5 lakh or 10 lakh rupees to that, get a Hycross instead.
20. So go up. Yeah, you can say ballpark, right? 5-10 lakh.
Or you could buy 2 Hycrosses. Or for 2 Hycrosses, you could buy 1 Carnival in the next year and a half, hopefully, because you booked it already. Or you could buy 2 Carnivals, or you could buy 1 Vellfire.
So
back to the Kia.
Back to the Kia, right? And basically, you're going to be waiting if somebody wants to buy this. You're going to be waiting for a long time to get one, and by that time, again, you'll be at this. You'll be in this question mark zone of should I now go for the Carnival because now I'm maybe another year and a half away from the next gen or whatever, something like that. So that's a question mark, and this is a concern that people may have because recently we've seen instances like with Nissan and the X-Trail, right? And people have this question: are we being dumped on, right? And it's not a nice feeling to think about this, right? And so this came up in my head, and I did speak to Kia about it, and they said. Primarily, it came down to emissions. This car now meets the next set of emissions. Basically, it will meet RDE emissions. And what the issue really was earlier was that they already had the 3rd gen one in India, which was on sale till last year.
Right.
So they had those already around. So they couldn't get rid of them, and they couldn't bring this in until that was done. So which is why once that got closed off, that's when they decided to bring this in. So it's not a pretty thing. I don't like the fact that it's happened the way it has, but this is what it is.
Okay.
Right?
This clip is actually from a much longer video, which is on our main channel, which is called MotorInc. Why don't you visit us there? This idea in more detail over there with my great friend Karthikeya Singhi. You like him, right?